Good morning, happy Saturday. Welcome back to the Den of Iniquity that is Ken Shaving and BSing, home of your original Big Shave Best Champion. As always, breaking out the Big Shave West shirt. It's an extra large, and oddly, it's starting to feel a little loose, and here's why. So let's go back a little. Ken, where have you been? You haven't made a video in a minute. I've been focusing on me. As you know, I've been going through some dumb crap. Cleared those hurdles. Yeah, it's up here. Doing some work, but I've been doing some work on me physically as well. So, January 1, maybe before then, but around that January 1, not January, I can't even talk. June, we're in the summer. Duh, it's Texas, Ken, you can tell by the heat. June 1st, I was about 240 pounds. I am 229.2. I was 240.6 or 0.8 when I started. I made a decision, kids. I'm doing what I'm calling sober summer. Now, I'm not staying dry for the summer, but at most since the 1st of June, I've had 5 drinks. One was a day off, just one. I had a date where I had 2 glasses of wine with dinner. But I was pretty much fasting all day, so I took that easy. I had a dinner where I had my favorite Mexican joint where I had a margarita and a 3 enchilada plate. But obviously I'm at the gym. I'm doing kind of intermittent fasting. I'm not like overly like being strict on the diet, but I'm doing more the calorie watch and enjoying my time when I want a day off. And I've already dropped 11 pounds. And so do the math. That's a pretty quick drop. A lot of it's because cutting back on the alcohol, it's a good thing. I actually haven't had a beer, since May. So that's good. So it's been cocktails or wine, and with that, very minimal. So obviously it's doing some work. I'm going to start lifting weights as part of my workouts next week. Maybe tomorrow, actually. I'm taking a day off from the gym because I've been 4 consecutive days. My body needs a break. Plus, I'm doing the lawn later. But I haven't made a video in a while. I finally felt a little inspired to hit the button. Enough rambling. Let's get into the shave. We're just going to talk about some new acquisitions. We're going to talk about a bit of fragrance stuff. And then I just talked about the other thing I want to talk about today. So let's get into the shave. I'm going to be using the Rich Man Shaving 26mm Boss Knot, my gift brush from Rich, and my basically red, white, and blue color scheme, but this has got more silver swirl and some metallics in it. It's a great brush, really performs well. I love it. Thank you, Rich, for that lovely gift as always. We're going to break out the Game Changer 0.84 head on the bamboo handle with a Treat Platinum blade with one use already on it from yesterday's shave for work. And it does a good job in here. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use Sterling Iced Pineapple today. I just used the bar soap in the shower. I'm going to use Lemon Witch Hazel under it because on my frag today is Dua Supernova, and I actually got unsolicited compliments from this one from a female coworker and one from kind of a male coworker, but he's kind of a goofy guy. He's not gay or anything. Well, let's not go there, but he knows I wear colognes, and sometimes when he goes, man, that smells good. What is that? So yeah, but I finally got an unsolicited compliment from a female coworker. And if you're not familiar with Dua, they do inspired expressions and then originals. Mazram Raza in California, he had worked with Peter Charkalis at the shaving shop to make some frags and branded under the shaving shop line. And this is Supernova based on Roja Dove Elysium, and it's a combination of the Parfum Cologne and the Parfum Extrait. So this thing, you need about 3 sprays max, and it lasts a long time, and they always have 25% off code. So I got this, I believe, for $45. 30mm, lasts insanely long. So you're going to get your money's worth pretty much out of this wear. It's very bright, citrusy opening, then it's got some other notes in the dry down, but it stays in that aromatic and citrusy and bright kind of scent note layer. I won't go into that because I have to pull up information I didn't prep for. You don't need to need that unless you want to go look it up on Dua Fragrance or duabrand.com. But check it out. Really nice scent. If you're familiar with Elysium from Roja Dove, you'll like this. Because I actually smelled Elysium at Neiman Marcus, hand scent, let it dry down, walked around in the cologne parfum, not the extrait. But the only difference is The cologne doesn't last quite as long, but it's got very similar top notes. The extrait's a little richer and a little heavier and denser, and there's a 1 or 2 note difference that gives it a little more, I guess, not as sharp a vibe. It's a little more mellow, but generally they're about 95% the same minus the strength. So this is a really nice take on it. So I'm gonna be wearing that today. Oh, while I get my face prepped, let's talk about 2 blades that you know I'm not a fan of. The German Wilkinson sword in the black pack also. They come in a white hard case like this. And, let's see, the Bolzano Super Inox. You know I'm not a fan of these. But I found a razor that actually kind of tames the beast. I'm going to let the razor warm up here. It was the Carve, and I was using the C-plate. Now, did I have... when I used my alum block, did I have that sting from scraping my face? Yeah, I had some moderate feedback, but during the shave, it was very smooth. So those blades don't work for me normally. I mean, I just don't like the skin feel of them. But in a Carve straight bar or closed comb C-plate, they did a hell of a job. So I found a razor I can use them in and get them out of my inventory. Which I will be blowing through those pretty soon for daily shaves. I'm considering ordering an open comb C plate and a straight bar D plate to add to my Carve collection. Or if anyone wants a closed comb B and they want to trade, if you have one of those plates, if you got a closed D or an open comb C and you want to trade, I am open to that. So Carve users, if you're those who have it and want to dial down their shave and they want to B and they want to trade something, remember, straight bar D, open comb C. I'm willing to trade a straight bar B plate for you. So let's get into Sterling Ice Pineapple. If you've been around the channel a while, though I haven't used this soap in a while, you know this is one of my top scents from Sterling and my tops period. We'll get lathering. Oh, let's talk about some acquisitions while we're at it. Peter finally launched to the club, if you're part of the club, Pedro Fiasco based on Amouage Reflection Man, along with the aftershave skin food. Very good. I'd say it's about 90% matching the cologne. I mean, the cologne. It's called cologne, perfume, whatever, parfum from Amouage. And when you use the actual, which I have a Scentbird. Where is it? Here. I have from Scentbird. I got Amouage because this isn't cheap stuff. So a Scentbird sample to try it is well worth your time. It's really good job. It's minty, bit floral, but more mint. If you're familiar with Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male, it's going to be around that if you're an older school frag wearer, or you, in terms of age, or you just have gone into that and you really like that. It's from the mid to late 90s when it originally came out, but Amouage made like an upscale take. It's very classy. It's good with a suit. It's a pretty good office scent. I like the mint top notes, and the combination of scents is very nice. So Pedro Fiasco, if you know Peter, if you've hung with Peter at events, it's kind of his alter ego when we all started imbibing and having too much fun. That's why he named it. And he said that. That's why it's named that way. That's true, folks. I didn't stay like in Big Shave East. I didn't stay for all the fun because I was already feeling like it was time for me to go to bed if I was going to work the door the next morning. But apparently the party carried on. I saw the zombies roll in the next morning getting ready for a Big Shave East. So Frozen Mojito is very nice. I've been using that all week. And this newer formula from Peter, I already like the previous formula. And this is the new one he's had out for a number of months now. But I waited until Pedro Fiasco hit. And then I said, you know what? I'll probably enjoy Frozen Mojito. I've been thinking about it over and over every time I see someone's post. So I bought it as well. Plus, you know, with the club discount, you know, you pay your 6-month fee, and you make up for it, when you're a club member really easily. So make a couple purchases, you pay for your fee, and then if you go over that, you're getting money back effectively. So this soap base is amazing. He added to it. So if you're not familiar, let's read it off before we get into the shave. So it's stearic acid, beef tallow, goat's milk, shea butter, potassium hydroxide, kokum butter, mango butter, cocoa butter, glycerin, castor oil, manteca, also known as lard or pig fat, sagisto, jauti, which I don't know what that is, avocado oil, glycerin, coconut oil, camellia oil from Japan, sodium hydroxide, lanolin, agave, bentonite clay, beeswax, sodium lactate, argan oil, fragrance, and EOs, whatever EOs are. But man, my skin felt great all week, even using those blades that don't agree with me. And this Treat blade I've only used once before in terms of like a shave review, and in this razor it's very nice. So. The Game Changer might also be one I can use the Balzano and the Wilkie in, and maybe it will treat me well too. And I've shaved every day this week, minus Sunday. And normally, I do 2 passes, cleanup, and some buffing. 2 main passes. I mean, Lord knows the strokes I might take might end up being 3 full passes, but I try to minimize and then try to catch annoying hairs. Like I got 2 down here somewhere that always tick me off. And I will tell you, laying back on the booze, if you're in a depressed state like I was over just things, don't drink. Not even 2 sometimes, because you end up your thoughts just resurface. You let down your guard internally even. And you just start thinking, and it may lead you to more drinking in people's cases, not necessarily mine, but you may realize, and you're drinking not to enjoy and have a drink and chill, you are drinking for the wrong reasons, and then you're putting yourself at risk, especially if you decide to drive. So don't drink and drive, kids. But even if you wake up physically okay, your brain chemistry is still pretty whacked. And you don't want to get up and go to work and all sorts of whatever you feel. You don't feel like going to the gym. It creates a vicious cycle of could lead you to some bad mental health issues, and you don't want to go there. So anyway, great first pass. I didn't take down a lot. I got a day's growth, but actually I just got a little chill, so they just stood up. So let's take advantage of that. The menthol's also helping out of the iced pineapple. Of course, this is a tallow soap from Sterling. So we covered a little bit of everything so far, but yeah. But proof is in the pudding, 11 pounds. I'm eating healthier so I'm back to kind of doing the healthy cheat day. Or even then, not even a healthy cheat day, but I just feel like a bunch of protein, so I'm going to get some dry rubbed smoked grilled wings for my lunch haunt when it's lunchtime. And I'm going to come back and I got to mow the lawn. So actually, that'll be part of my workout today, is actually sweating out in the heat, because we're getting near hundreds, if not hitting 100 now. Oh, feel that iced pineapple. And iced pineapple is only mentholated, I believe. Yeah, it's mentholated, not glacial, but plenty of it to go around. Oh, something hit me. So one of my most watched videos I ever made is my first review of the Defender Razor. And it's a good cart. It's an inexpensive cart. It's a good cart. Super light, travels well. But I had this guy comment recently. I've been reading comments. I tried to catch up and address comments and answer questions and say thanks. And, generally, I just haven't posted a lot. So this one guy posted a comment on that. Oh yeah, this is he's basically bogus review. It's easy when you barely have a day's growth and thin hair. Well, you don't have my beard and you aren't in my face, sir. So you don't know my beard. And I'll be honest with you. I may not be the most articulate or perfect reviewer, but my skin tolerance and my hair growth is actually probably pretty average. I can switch among many razors and blade combos, and depending on how much growth I have, I can hit the sweet spot or I can tolerate a lot. So I'm probably one of the best reviewers in terms of the actual physical feedback I get from this. And a day's growth for me, if you were directly looking at me, you wouldn't have that opinion, but maybe you have coarse wire hair. That makes you different from me. And folks, as you know, my friends here, I love you. Let's talk. How many times have I said, this is an individual thing that's individual and personal to you? How you do it, what works best for you technique-wise, product-wise, hardware-wise, etc., is all about you. It's basically like what scents of fragrances do you like to wear? How they react on your skin are not going to react the same as my skin. It's all the same thing. We are individuals. We are all snowflakes. And we mean that in the sense that snowflakes are all individuals, right? The way they crystallize up in the atmosphere and fall. No two are ever the same unless it's just happenstance. And that could be over time, not probably that day. But even identical twins aren't exactly identical, right? Because they're not exactly the same height and weight. Because of micro variations in the DNA, perhaps. But they generally look the same and very well could be down, obviously identical implies. But when people say bogus review, yada yada, in this case you can tell the intent, because I don't know this person, so he clearly wasn't joking with me. That just means he's not a person of quality that understands what this hobby is about. I described how it worked for me. I didn't say how it's going to work for you. I said, hey, try it out. Here's the advantages. I didn't say, oh, you're going to love this. How it worked so great for me, you're going to get the same exact results, if not better, or whatever. No, it doesn't work that way. So good on you, sir, for bringing up points that make no damn sense except for what's in your head. The rest of us, my friends, my subscribers, and to who I'm subscribed to, we're going to enjoy our shaves on our level. You can keep the groupthink. We who are experienced shavers in the wet shaving community of different levels are going to enjoy our shaves for ourselves and share our experience with our friends. Unlike you who just assumes you just know everything. Got a little weeper here. That's technique. Yeah, that's a good shave today. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Let's start the rinse process. Razor's good. Okay, so that was a Treat Platinum blade. Second shave down. And a Game Changer, a Razor Rock Game Changer 0.84 gap. With a Richmond shaving brush. Treat Platinum blade. Like I said, bamboo handle. Sterling Ice Pineapple soap. No, we're going to leave that on there. Let's let it dry out. Let's get the cold water going. Or the cool water, because it's damn temperature. It did cool off a little overnight, though. Oh, good. Pretty cool. Let's go to our Allen block and check our feedback. Wow, less than the last couple days. Of course, I was using, except for yesterday, I was using the Carve and Balzano or Wilkie. But a lot less feedback than the other days. So I must have been lighter on the skin too. See, that's another thing. Pressure on the razor. I'm thinking about picking up a saloon pack of the Indian Wilkies, the red, white, and blue pack, because they are good blades. I used them in a Gillette Tech last summer. I was meeting my buddy John Gilmore of John Wax's Office Whiskers. And in fact, one meetup, we met up, like, we used to work a little closer. We meet up in a parking lot area near my work and exchanged products and BS for a bit, you know. And he let me try a bunch of blades. And I hadn't tried the Wilkinson Sword India made ones, the Gillette Wilkinson Sword ones, and you want a good blade like in a Gillette Tech. Oh my God, that blade is amazing. If you don't want to go feather, but you want to go with something, okay, Ice Pineapple aftershave. Although I used a stringent witch hazel there, Thayer's lemon. But a little glycerin gives you a little more face feel without being heavy. And when you sweat in the heat, you don't want too much in the way of a balm. Or have your skin have too much moisture. You want to balance it out and, of course, wash your face. I'm going to let that dry down for a second and get on my SPF moisturizer for the rest of the face, because I will be out on the lawn later. But good talk today, kids. I think you'll see my point. I'm not slamming the guy necessarily, but I don't like when people say, oh, bogus review, you barely have any hair. It's like, you're not in front of me and my face is not right up against the camera, sir. Could be my lighting. I mean, you want me to do another one with like 4 days growth? I've got spare blades. I can do one. Yes. So, friends, word of advice when you do reviews. If you have questions, ask questions. Get the person's opinion on it. I will never say, you'll love this. I will say, based on certain things, I'd suggest you try it. You might like it. Because I don't know I don't have your face. I don't have your skin. I don't have your hair. I don't have your way of thinking. So, individuals. That's why this is a great hobby. It's like golf or bowling. Yeah, you compete against people, but the only thing you control is you. You want to get your best shave, right? I don't want to get, like my brother Leroy Nomio, I don't want his best shave. His best shave may be what doesn't work for me. It works for him. You know, or Chris Maiden or Stephen Kier, who I know is still out there, brother. He doesn't make videos much anymore. Or, you know, anybody. Jill, Paul H., Kevy, you know, Ken Surfs, you know, the current Big Shave Best Champion. All our shaves are our shaves. So those of you who think outside of your personal box about this, you need to rethink. All right, enough of that. So I'm all set. Great shave. I'm very comfortable. I need to close this weeper, so I'll hit that up in a bit. But let's put on our Supernova from Duo Fragrances. There. I want to do 4, just to let it carry, because I still got to get ready, and I'm going to an early doctor's appointment, then lunch, and then whatever. But so with that, thank you for listening to all the banter. I think you'll appreciate my points. If you have some blades you don't like, but you still want to try them, get or borrow a Carve and see what it does for you. Maybe you'll find that during the shave it'll be a lot more comfortable. Maybe your feedback if you use an Allen block will be more. If you don't, you won't really notice that. But these 2 blades ended up, I changed my opinions. I still wouldn't reach for them unless I happen to have my Carve with me. But they're not as bad as I've had experience with in other razors. So things can change, folks. All right, with that, we're going to stay on the health tip. We're going to keep going. I'll try to make more videos if you want to see them. But hopefully my goal by September 1st is to reach that magic 200-pound mark, or maybe put that 1 back on the scale. So we're on a good pace already, and I think by the end of the month I could be down 15 pounds. I'm hoping to hit 225 by the end of June, and that means I have 25 to go in 2 months, and that I think I can achieve that as long as I stay the course. So with that, friends, I love you. Stay safe, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Cheers. Watch out for your school zones and your school buses on the... Wait, it's summer. There are no school zones and school buses, except for maybe if they're doing some summer school pickups. But the zones are really on. But watch out for those kids walking around and biking around. They're they're thinking about themselves. Watch out for them. Watch out for your motorcyclists. Yes, some of you need to operate your motorcycles more safely than you do, because it's not always the car's fault. You put yourself in those positions. But with that, Champ loves you. Thanks for letting me banter today. It's been a long time. I'm getting a lot of energy out. Things are taking a turn for the better. And I hope to make some more videos soon. I love you all. I do watch you all on YouTube. Take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.